Elves have secured the eastern range. Perfect, with Loren and her troops straight up in the middle. They have nowhere else to run but into the ocean. Demons can't swim, can they? A dwarf ran up to the general, panting for dear life. What's wrong? The demons! More demons! Say it, Ken. You just had the western ridge under control a moment ago. The east is falling! The demons are overwhelming us! Samael looked past them into the distant armies. Waves of new demons were swarming the armies. The ground shook. Earthquake! More messengers joined with more distress calls and reports of monstrous warriors that no one had ever seen before. Everyone grew dead quiet, watching their armies fend off untold evils. How could this happen? I underestimated him, and we're playing by his rules now. Can we win? It doesn't matter if we can or we can't. We've come too far to quit now. We're here to slaughter these beasts into the next realm, or we die. I won't live to see them take our homes. So we just throw our lives away. No, Toba. We're fighting for the lives that were already taken. Images of their once smiling children flashed in their minds and pierced their hearts. Tobar took in a deep breath and faced the city of the dead. Yes, we'll fight. We'll fight them straight to Inferno. We're already there as far as I'm concerned. So let's show them everything we've got. Back to your posts! Saren took a breath, and then another, and another. He was alive. Or was he? Pebbles stuck to his cheek as he lifted his head from the cold ground. Saren almost felt like he were in a dream. Limbs twice as heavy as his vision was blurred. What he did see was that he was still in a cavern, one that looked very much like the lair of Faust, but it was different. It was ethereal, as if frozen in time, except it was whole, like the ceiling had never crumbled down. It was also empty. Saren struggled to stand, grasping his body in pain. On the off chance that this was not the afterlife, he still needed to kill Faust, and that meant finding his friends. Loren? He hobbled a few steps into the glow of the cavern, his head spinning. Loren? Loren. Saren was startled to hear another voice. He whipped around to see Karen standing on the other side of the lair. Karen, you're all right. Where is everyone else? Where are we? Saren ran up to Karen, overjoyed to see her. Karen swung her spear directly at him, the sharp tip barely an inch from his face. Who are you? Saren swallowed and held his hands up in the air. It's me. Can't you tell? Saren. You are not Saren. You're an imposter. What? I have already met you. You're not making any sense. Help me, please. It hurts so much. They both turned to see Dora trapped under a large rock. It's crushing me. Don't just stab at me. Help me. Saren jerked forward to help Dora, but Karen grabbed a hold of his shoulder to stop him. Things are not as they seem. Do not trust anyone. Dora started crying, so Saren ripped himself from Karen's grip. Don't worry, I'll get it off you. Stop! Before he got a chance to reach Dora, her voice called to him from another direction. Another Dora ran into the cavern. Oh god, things are getting complicated. Don't go over there, it's a trap. The new ceiling will just collapse again. She's lying, don't listen to her. Saren staggered back, taking in the clone. Something was wrong, very wrong. How can this be possible? Kill her. What? One of them is Faust. One of them is trying to kill you. Kill her before she kills you. What? No. Help me, please, it hurts. Don't just stand there, kill her. Why? I'm your friend, Saren, I'm the real Dora. I'm not gonna kill anybody. I knew you'd recognize me. The other me was too ugly. I knew it was you because you'd never ask for help like her. And her accent was off. Dora let a small giggle escape. So, this is the real one. You chose wisely. You kept Dora in this realm. Realm? Did we leave our realm? This is the Underrealm. I recognize it. You do? You do? How is that possible? I was near death until my daughter saved me from Grob's minions. You mean those lizardsmen? Is that what they were? Predictable. Apollo Mesho said that Faust may have been hiding in another realm. Faust sent us here. Or we are dead. No, we're not dead yet. If the undead can crawl out of Inferno, then so can we. Yeah, I left all my cool stuff up there. I have to go back. Let's go find the others. Saren charged towards the doorway in the cave, prepared to search every room in that underground lair. The tunnels connecting each cavernous room were long and narrow, and the heavy-handed feeling of the dream world did not ease their passage. It took all of Saren's focus to keep from making himself sick simply from walking through them. At last, they came upon someone. Saren found Draco searching a wall and scratching his head. Draco! He called softly so he wouldn't startle him, but the mage sprang up anyway. Saren! The mage became ecstatically and dashed up to him. I was so scared. Wow, I'm glad you found me. I've been trying to climb this wall for forever. Draco held out his dirty hands. Saren couldn't see another Draco anywhere. Is there only one of you? Yes? Is that a bad thing? No, I think it's a very good thing. Come on. Saren didn't have much time to consider if there was a game afoot, since time was running out. Saren ran into the next room, spotting Mesho on the floor. He was sitting down, cradling someone in his lap. It was a younger woman, her eyes closed. Mesho. Saren looked over at Draco from the unusually dark way he said the wizard's name. He looked back at Mesho for a response. We are in the Underrealm, are we not? Yes, I believe so. Mesho nodded, then stroked the woman's hair. We're trying to find the others so we can get Faust, like you said. The wizard showed no signs of getting up. Do you understand? We have to go now. Go on without me. Sir! This is my daughter. Mesho finally looked up at Saren, pain in his every feature. No, you have to... Leave! Saren jumped from how scary the old man became. Mesho, why do you let him talk to you like that? Draco grew unusually angry, stirring even more worry in Saren. He's always bossing people around, and he's always hated me. It's time I stuck up for myself. Settle down. You have no concern to me now, young mage. I care nothing for the past world. I am prepared to surrender it all. Don't throw your life away for this. We need you. No, I won't throw my life away. I'll give it to her. If others can return from the dead, then so can she. That's impossible, unless you're asking to turn her undead, but that's dark magic. Maybe dark magic can be good after all. If it can bring her back, then it must be good. He's turning on us, see? Draco, what is your problem? If he wants us to leave him, then let's leave him. Do as he says, leave me. I'm pretty sure I need to stop Mesho. No, your daughter would not have wanted you to do this. What? Abandon this fantasy or I'll force you to. Stay away from her. Let her go. Stand back! You will not touch her! The old wizard prepared himself to do battle. Draco growled and started to cast his fire magic. I warned you, but no, you never listen to me! We don't have to fight! Huh. This is weird. I hope we didn't just kill him. I surrender. It shouldn't have come to this. Thank you. Saren blinked, not expecting gratitude. Mesho turned around and did not see his daughter anymore. As I thought. An illusion only. His words were confident, but the wizard looked completely broken. He stood for a long moment, staring at the empty cavern floor, where he had set his daughter down a moment earlier. Draco was growling even more now, his eyes fixed on the wizard. Draco, what is wrong with you? Whose side are you on? Mine or his? I'm on no one's side. What's gotten into you? Draco started to cast more fire magic. Saren ran up to him and shook him. It's over now! Mesho's no longer a threat. I need to fight! I need to kill! Let me kill him! What? Oh, god damn it. After a few blinks, Draco reached up to rub his head. Ow! Welcome back, young mage. Draco laughed shyly, his face draining from embarrassment. About, what just happened, the realm influenced you. You succumbed to it. Is everything alright now? Are you back to normal? Quick, someone ask me what my favorite type of magic is. It's fire, dummy. No, you were supposed to... never mind. I'm sorry, everyone. Do not be. Let us press on and never speak a word of this again. Mesho expertly suppressed his feelings as if he had been doing so the entire time. He walked past them to the next room. Saren glanced at Karen before following him. I'm going to save everyone. I don't care how many times I gotta reload. Fuck you guys. Miraculously, when Saren stepped into the next room, he stepped into a magical forest. Where? A wailing startled him. In the midst of the trees was Mirth, with a bundle held tenderly in her arms. Kill it! No! Mirth, what is that noise? As Saren walked closer, he saw that the wailing was coming from a bundle in Mirth's arm. It was a crying baby, but unlike anything Saren had ever heard. Kill it, lady, or I will. I will not let you. Shambara, is that a baby you want to kill? I found this child here in the forest. It was crying out for its mother. Saren blinked as Mirth smiled at the child in her arms. She's delusional. This isn't a child, it's a monster. Shambara pushed at Mirth's shoulder. Show him. And peered into the cloth wrapped around the child. He recoiled in terror. Mirth, that's a demon spawn. Told you. It's a baby. It hasn't done anything to hurt us. If it could, then it would. It's thinking nothing but violent thoughts, now and forever will be. Evil? How can you say that so easily? I once thought the Dark Elves were evil too, but I was wrong. I won't brand anyone evil ever again. But this is a demon, not a Dark Elf, not a creature of our realm at all. Shambara suddenly reached out and tried to grab the demon baby from Mirth. No, stop it! I'll die before I see this child hurt. All right, seems fair. You first! Shambara prepared her dark magic. All right. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see if this is actually a thing. Miss shed a tear for the dead demon. I can't believe. Saren put a comforting hand on her back. You did nothing wrong. No one wants to believe there really is evil. See, she was still there. Shambara! Get away from me! Mirth ignored Shambara's threats and tended her wounds. Let me die! I want to! We're not ready for you to leave. We need you until the end. Mirth and Shambara traded looks. About time you realized that. Mirth smiled and offered her a hand to stand. After a long silence, they moved to the... Okay, that time I kept both of them. So I was right the first time! Shit! The rocks of the cavern wall seemed to turn to ash, covering the ground in a fine powder similar to sand. When Saren entered the next chamber, he understood why. Mesfit was standing in the center of the cavern, facing away. Saren was about to call out to him, but he heard a clicking noise to his side. He saw Ray crouching behind rubble, aiming his crossbow right at Mesfit. Saren crept closely towards Ray as the elf closed one eye to aim his shot. You need him. You need everyone here to defeat Faust. Ray continued to stare down his crossbow at his target. Ray! Quiet. Don't you see what this realm is doing to you? It's testing you. It's testing me. I can't let you do this. I've waited too long for this. He escaped my bolts too many times. He was my kill. I was supposed to take him down. But did I get to do it? Did I? Stop him with force. Before Saren could land another blow, Mesfit pulled Ray away and thrashed at the party. Mesfit! The dark elf stood protectively in front of Ray, growling. He's guarding the elf. Strange. I never wanted to harm Ray in the first place. Mesfit's demonic features retracted just as Ray attempted to stand up behind him. They looked back at the forest elf. You saved me. Why? I have been on the other side of the dark. Mesfit looked back at Saren. Show the lost the light. I will. I'm sorry. Forest elves are not my enemy any longer. You're right. It should be the other way around, too. Mesfit faced Ray completely now, and they took each other in, brother elves, for the first time. We both have something to lose in this fight. Our lives, our home. Do not die. Ray flipped his bangs out of his eyes. Naturally. They smiled at each other. Karen reminded them of their mission, and they left the chamber together. A pile of gold coins and gems littered the floor of the next room. Gold! So much! Beautiful! Dora was entranced. Saren held her back from wandering inside in case of traps. No one seemed to be around the treasure at first glance. Salzer appeared out of the corner of their eyes, surprising them. It's not real. Salzer, are you okay? None of this is real. We know. We're trying to find everyone so we can get out. Salzer gazed at the gold pile. Without a word, he walked up to the treasure and picked up a few coins just to feel them. Are you ready? I'm not allowed to own possessions as a monk, you know. Saren shook his head in disbelief, realizing that Salzer was not as okay as he first seemed. My life before I became a disciple. All I ever wanted was this stuff. Gold. Gems. He clutched the gold coins tightly into his fist. I became a monk to escape that life and repent for my sister. But have I? What has being a disciple of truth really done for me? Salzer. Nothing. I haven't changed the world. I haven't repented for any of my sins. They still happened. I'm still the same boy who wants nothing but this. He threw the gold from his hands. It clanged loudly, making Saren cringed. Without you and your monks, the undead would have overrun Mount Kronos. They would have been completely out of control, just like the demons are now. You're about to change the world in a significant way, too. Killing Faust will save all of Averford. You've completely earned all of my respect, sir. He laughed through the nose. That's not bad at all. Thank you. I feel the effects of dark magic leaving me. Take me with you and I'm sure I'll be in fighting shape by the time we reach Faust, I promise. When Saren walked closer, however, a familiar dwarf jumped out from behind the sparkling piles. Stay away from my gold! Everyone gasped at how frightening Ramus had become. He was being completely controlled by a phantom anger. Rami, it's me! Ramus glared at them all in berserk rage. He didn't even look at Dora. He doesn't recognize any of you. Ramus, put the axe down. This isn't you. You got to wake up. It's me, Dora! Ramus slowly looked over at Dora. She smiled, hoping that he finally recognized her. What the fuck? Fuck is your problem, Ramus? So one of these two has to do something, I guess. Dora was flat on the ground, horribly wounded. She's hurt, but I never got a chance to tell her how cool I thought she was. Rames's anger slowly faded as he saw Dora slipping away. Dora! 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 Such a blessing done to that. Crofton tried to sit up to Rames's relief. Rami, you dummy. The two of them hugged closely. I was so mad I couldn't control it. I'm so sorry. We understand. This realm is not being very kind to any of us. And Draco, you're sorta cool sometimes too. Silly. Draco beamed and helped her stand up. Now we can proceed. Wow. Grass sprouted out of the cracks in the ground. Saren walked into a chamber that resembled the plains of Edavorn. In the center of the room stood Amokiki, as if he had been waiting for him. There were two swords stuck in the ground, like with the duel with Cruel. You have finally come. You were waiting. Take your sword. Amokiki approached the sword closest to him. Saren could not mistake Amokiki's glare. That is not mine. What is wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? I have sworn a new oath. Saren went rigid. I have sworn not to let you pass. Amokiki, did you side with Faust? Take your sword. He wishes to duel us. I'm not sure I could compete with him. You don't have to do this. Look into yourself. This isn't you. I am thinking clearly. Faust had deceived him with a false ancient blade. I have been promised many things. Only a fool believes anything a dark knight tells him. They're all lies! No! Nomads will become true citizens of Edavorn. We will no longer be barbarians. We will be civilization. Faust will give us the world. Please don't do this. You're acting as awful as Cruel. Cruel was weak. He relied on an army. All I need to do is kill you. Take up your sword. Duel him. Fine. I will try to battle you, man. This is not going to go well. Come on. I can take you on. Sort of, kind of. Thank God Saren's relatively overleveled. Bam, come on. Come on. Amokiki dropped to one knee. The sword. He tossed the false ancient blade away from him. He unleashed a sorrowful yell of defeat. No one did anything as Amokiki tried to come to grips with reality. You have won the duel. Take your prize. Stand back up. You're coming with us to fight Faust. We have all made bad decisions recently. Rest assured that you are forgiven. Saren held out his hand to Amokiki. The gladiator stared at it for a while until he grasped it firmly. Saren pulled the big man to his feet again. I owe you much. Give me nothing that you haven't already. That is more than enough. They spoke in agreement with their eyes before they made for the exit. Hey, this is RPGatWill. I hope you liked this episode of Loren the Amazon Princess. If you want to check out some of my other material, you can click on my channel link below, or you can even subscribe if you'd like. I like to do some silly songs on the side, along with my RPG work. If you want to see some more group-oriented stuff, there's another channel called Gaming Idiots TV that I take part in. That's where we do all our group stuff, so I'll provide a link below if you want to check it out there. See you next time.